Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest? What do
Blood was cool, and that
she
can't make it.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
I trust you, and it appears...
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like Martha tried to step in and calm.
Any idea what?
Judging by their tracks, they head...
To the...
Bastard and I will go after them.
We will. But, before you, one of the locals heard something. He said, I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good.
You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
If those horses touch air.
Look. Up ahead. Martha.
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you.
Tell us what...
What happened? The damn...
The Black Sheep?
The bastards caught wind. Poor soul.
Then, Martha.
I think...
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria. They fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far. Even for the Empire. company. Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offence.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
Clive.
This won't take long.
I think... I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot...
The bet. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies. We're friends of Martha. They are.
The Black Shield. Rosaria will never be saved. Unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg Cid's aid. And tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Cid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to the bearers.
No, they didn't. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their term.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperial Sashin.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should...
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Riddick, if the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed.
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole...
Spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. There's a floating eyeball. Nice try.
To me, Flex!
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
I'm hurt, Torgal.
You didn't see that coming. That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
no one survived.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on. Cole said you cast their remains. But it should have been me.
How?
But I did. And the rumours started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throat. I assumed it was all just nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. Which begs the... My mother obviously has a hand in this.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need sword. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my... Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Ottoland. He asked me to tell you that Gav...
Then we must as well.
We can stay...
No need.
Now, where's Gav?
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath, near Ironhome. Drake's Fang, in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine, in Waloed. And Drake's Tail, here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Mockery of justice is what...
quiet, you!
Jill.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village?
Then they must be.
You fancy dancing a gallows chick like the Millers?
You have the Empire wants answers, and what the Empire...
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the cult. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
We're going hunting for outlaws. How do you like that, boy?
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the High Road, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one.
Was this the first time they visited?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. If only we were. I might have turned him in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those
Don't you go telling these strange... I speak for the people of this village. You are to leave Amber...
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but the Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay, some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not be...
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with it. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, we still don't know who the Black Shield...
Well, whoever they are. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to... A new ally would certainly be welcome. Perhaps the next village will yield... This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the Apollo tree, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it. my mother's men.
Nice try.
Blood.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you... We come bearing... Message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry. Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
I did, Mummy! I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home. The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice friends dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
More than enough for
Fuck off! Hang the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.